Today's show is brought to you by Even Keel Fish Shack.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. It is a fantabulous day. A little bit warm, but it is the beautiful summertime beachy vibes from Even Keel Fish Shack, Lauderdale by the sea. And lo and behold, we're a little late today, Defo, because apparently somebody read the calendar of the Ministry of Silly Food Holidays calendar. Today is National Oyster Day.
Of course. How do we miss that?
Today and every Tuesday.
Well, why we're here, we just didn't realize.
But
how,
This was the reason that you came here?
yes.
Because
Well,
you knew this and then you
I
forgot?
knew this.
Well, you
No.
didn't realize it would be
I didn't
hammered.
forget. The thing is, so again, every Tuesday, and particularly this Tuesday,
Oh, man. What a
they
place to be.
have $2 oysters,
But
like
it's all day,
premium
right?
East Coast oysters, the beautiful ones.
It's almost like they're giving it away.
the
Like just-
Wellfleets from
They are.
Massachusetts.
You remember the Symbionese Liberation
Yes.
Army when they had the
Patty
patty?
Hearst would come in.
It's a freaking giveaway here. It's the SLA food giveaway.
So no, Blue Point oysters from Long Island Sound, Wellfleet oysters from Massachusetts, the Pink Moons from Prince Edward Island.
Which were your favorites?
all
again?
of them are $2.
I think you like the
Pink
Pink
Moons
Moons.
from PEI. I'm partial to PEI oysters.
Were you able to, was that the one you were able to identify?
Yes,
Yes,
the first
he
one
got
when he
those
gave
right.
it to me.
And you got everything else.
And then I made a mistake. I
You
should
know,
have
I can't really get too hard on you.
I should have eaten all of them and then formulated which was which. And it was really hard to do single
It
one
was
at a time.
50-50, though, whether you were going to go 3 out of 4 or 1 out of 4.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I mean, it was like Barry Bonds when he was in the playoffs. He didn't have a lot of at-bats. Everybody said he was a choker, and then he would go hit 600 in the next series.
I scored it 2 out of 5 because I was originally right when he first fed me the oyster. So that was 1
That
for
doesn't
1.
count,
And
no.
then they gave me another 4, and I got 1 out of the 4. Put it together, 2 out of 5, 400 batting average. I'm in the Hall of
You're
Fame.
starting to manufacture your own facts.
You are. You sound like the guy
Yeah, I
in the
mean,
White House.
I know it's common right now to just, if you don't agree with the stats, just fire everybody who came up with them. But, yeah, I mean, you were 1 for 4. That's the way.
So this is a big oyster week here at Even Keel because besides today being National Oyster Day, where you can get $2 oysters all day, and it is packed for lunch, and it's good to see that because, you know, summertime lunchtime in the middle of the week sometimes gets a little...
And it's toasty outside. I just finished off the Walk of Life about 20 minutes before I left for the show, thinking it was a 2 p.m. post time. And it's hot out there. And then I got in the car and it was 1,000 degrees.
No, you know how
Literally 1,000
my
degrees.
dashboard
Yeah.
odometer has a internal, I
Yeah,
guess
it
like
says the temp.
it's a thermometer or a thermometer, as they call
The
it.
picture just
But-
comes up like of a dead carcass.
Yeah.
I don't want to say a baby.
with
it's
crows
too gross,
picking at like a collapsed human being.
like a
in the middle
Hitchcock
of the
movie or
No,
something. Yeah.
and you know, like usually it matches the external temperature. Sometimes it gets a little warmer when you first start the car because it's been sitting in the heat.
This was hot.
Turned it on. It said 108 degrees on the internal on the thermometer in my
The most
car.
I've ever seen is 104.
And
They're
speak-
measuring it with a jugs gun now. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
even a
it's like-
temperature gauge.
and not good.
Speaking of being hot outside, it's also hot inside. All right, indulge me for a couple of minutes because I'm
Uh-oh.
going to go on a harangue.
When
here.
you say that,
yeah, it's
No,
never.
I mean,
So-
you rarely say that. So when you do, we got to figure. Lubie, how
gonna
much
be-
time you got on the meter?
Yeah, exactly.
2 minutes. But
Exactly.
look,
All right, here we go.
you're the master of the soliloquy sometimes, but this is. You remember Al Goldstein? Did you ever have
Yeah,
any
sure.
dealings with him?
I used to blow by his house all the time when he had the thing with the finger.
Keyword is blow, but oh
Well,
wait,
no,
did
no,
you ever
that
go
was on
in
the
his
skis,
house?
right?
I mean, I was living off the Intercoastal,
With the
and
jet skis.
we would take the wave runners out, and everybody would go, "Oh, yeah, that's Al Goldstein's house."
Yep,
Plus,
yep.
he was at WIOD quite frequently when I was
Okay.
there. Yeah,
He was a hilarious man. Rest in
it was
peace.
really funny, actually.
I
Yeah.
really enjoyed the guy. Okay, so I got to know him
Screw
when
Magazine,
I was
right?
yeah, Screw Magazine. I got to know him when I was the news columnist. He would sometimes just call the number of the message machine back when we had answering machines and phones and
Yeah,
newspapers. And sometimes he
Although
would just
the New York Post delivery, I can't tell you, Mayo, spot on.
well, that's good to hear.
And that's
So-
they're delivered by the Sun Sentinel, so maybe that's a good sign.
It is a good sign.
Comeback.
I don't think the $10 deal is going to last more than 10 weeks. So at that
No,
point,
and
what do you
I'm
do?
gonna. If this continues, I continue at 100 a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Al Goldstein I met him and I got to hang out at his house. He used to have notorious like weekend Sunday
Oh, wow,
barbecues
parties.
and
Yeah,
cookouts.
yeah.
I used to go over there back in my married days, and he was hilarious and profane. But going back to his days at Screw Magazine before I knew him, he had a show. It was like a Friday night on cable TV in Manhattan called Midnight Blue. Do you
Okay.
remember that?
I don't remember that. No.
So he used to host, and this was back in the day before there was widespread, direct TV, satellite TV,
Yeah, early days.
internet.
Like Zachary had a show on like Channel 78 or
So
something.
yeah, he had the production values of us. It was really kind of low budget, but it was called Midnight Blue, and it would be like some kind of ads for some racy 900 sex line numbers. But then Al would just sit there on a couch, and one of his weekly segments was called the FU of the week, except he actually would spell it out.
I would imagine every week it would be the same guy now. I mean,
No, well, the FU of the week, he would direct a harangue at a different. It could be an airline for losing his luggage.
Oh, okay.
It could be at a restaurant for screwing up an order. It could be, just anything. A politician that was trying to ban Screw Magazine. But he would always, do the double-barrel Brian Cox
that's what he did.
middle finger salute.
It's kind of like
at the
Harvey
NSA.
Pack throwing the form.
So
At the
I
same.
have an FU of the week today, and my
Uh-oh.
FU of the week
What
is
happened now?
directed at the lovely people at Florida Power and Light, also known as freaking pathetic losers, because
What's wrong with you,
Weird that
man?
you get.
No.
I mean, FPL sucks. Don't
I
get me
get
wrong,
back to my house today after a morning workout
Stuck your finger
with
in his
my
socket?
daughter,
No,
very
it-
schwitzy.
but
And then I get a text from Val saying, "Is the power on at the house? The neighbors just said their power is out."
Oh, okay.
I go into the house, and of course, there is no power.
Imagine what they're dealing with, though, right now. It's 120
Oh, it's a
everywhere.
disaster.
I would imagine that when they originally laid down whatever it is that they need to transmit this electricity, Florida was a relatively low-key, unpopulated place.
Are you an apologist?
No,
for the
no, but
power
I'm just
company?
saying, it's the dead of summer. They're going to be
It's the dead of-
power out of
It
it.
has nothing to do with consumption and usage. It has everything to do with they're doing some project, building some multi-million-dollar mansion
Okay,
around
so
the
they're making
corner.
money, yeah.
There you go.
And in
That's what
order
they care
to
about.
do something for some billionaire,
I don't know
they-
if this qualifies in the spirit of the
No, this
FU
does,
segment.
because if FPL knows they can have some project that's going to necessitate the cutting of power to the local community, and I think it's not just homes but also businesses like
Maybe they could let
Primo
you know.
Liquors and our
Yeah.
friends at Fat Boys Barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
I
You,
think
you
they
have
were
stores
out
right
also.
there.
Thank
And there's
God
a
you weren't
funeral.
there.
Daniels is around the corner, too.
And there's a funeral home across the street, and I would hate to think
That'd
of
be
the,
Some poor
the-
schmuck
the
is on
car-
ice and
the carcasses that are thawing out over there. But all right,
But
I
he's
walk-
dead anyway, so what difference does
I
it make?
walk into the house. There is no power. What I didn't realize, I had to take a shower, and I didn't shower yesterday. I was traveling.
Well, we
I
noticed
was
that. Yeah.
I was schwitzy at the gym, and I thought that the hot water heater contains a reservoir of pre-stored hot water.
Well, my
Oh,
house
really?
it
You had
does.
no
yeah,
hot
yeah,
water, too?
Apparently, Val has one of these Insta heaters, so there was no hot water. I just turned on the
Oh.
shower, and it was
Well, today a cold shower wouldn't be that
You
bad.
might have
So-
used it.
It actually would be welcome. And a friend of mine turned me on to this a long time ago, and I don't know if it's true, but he said that at the end of every shower, you should go and just douse yourself with the coldest
yeah,
water
it wakes you
possible.
up. It's good.
Well, no, because it supposedly closes your pores and
It's good
keeps
for your
you.
circulation.
I know I do it.
It's
Cold-
a defensive measure.
Cold bathing is great. I did it. I did cold plunges in Japan when I was there for the Olympics in Nagano, and that was fantastic. But when you're not
Only cold plunge
anticipating,
I've done recently is this red
there you
stripe,
go, red
and I
stripe,
might even be good for another.
hooray beer. All right, so there is
All right,
no
so this
power.
is your beef that the power went out for 10 minutes. What
Not 10 minutes. From 11 a.m. and then she gets it, and there's no prior notification. It's one thing if they say, "Oh, we're going to have a project tomorrow."
Man.
Let me finish. And they're going to have no power from 6, for 6 hours. Then people can plan accordingly. Take their showers early in the morning, get out of the house and do some other things. But no prior warning. I get back in there. It's hot as blazes. I'm taking cold showers. That felt good. And then, good thing we didn't have a home show today, because then there
You've
would
been
be no
screwed. Yeah, you've
show.
been screwed.
And then at about 1:30, after the power's been out for 2.5 hours, Val gets a text. "Oh, by the way, your power is out. We expect the service to be restored at 6 p.m.
Jesus.
and on the hottest freaking day
Yeah,
of the
I know,
year."
that's annoying. That'd be really
All right,
bad.
so FPL, FU, Do we get a 1-day rebate? Will we see a
You
rebate
can.
on our bill?
Actually, you
The whole
can.
thing's weak.
It's
You
not
can.
weak. This
Weak.
is. I mean, it's one
It's
thing if there's a
definitely weak, but I get
storm.
it.
It's one thing if everybody is cranked
It's
up. there.
frustrating, yes.
It's 100% weak.
Yeah.
And I also agree
It's
because I had
not
to deal
weak.
with some
Oh,
stuff
God.
with this
You know
last
what?
week.
That
I'm
was one
gonna
of the
drink-
worst segments in the history.
I
of the
dealt
show.
with FPL last week. They did this at our house, and they
It
didn't give us a
happens.
warning.
Yeah.
You know, I'm used to them just sucking at this point.
And it's not like my favorite thing about FPL is that they advertise constantly about how wonderful they are
Yes.
and how into and dedicated they are, which they may well be. I wouldn't want to be climbing these poles here trying to restore power on a day like this.
Apologist.
Would you? No, I'm not an
No.
apologist. It's just the funny thing is that
They're
they
charging
advertise,
good money for their
but you
power.
don't have any options.
No, you can't. Yeah, well, what are they
I mean,
advertising for?
what are
Who
they
else do you go
advertising
to?
for?
You
Like,
can
where else are you going to
install-
go?
You can install solar panels, but they've done everything they can to prohibit
But you usually do
people.
it through them too. On top of that,
But unless
Exactly.
you've done that, you have no complaints.
it's yeah. What are you gonna do?
You've
I have
suffered
complaints.
far
Nowhere
less
to
than
go.
most people.
I have double-barreled shotgun fingers, and in the spirit of Al Goldstein, FPL, F you. All right.
It's not even a split decision, Mayo. It's 2-0.
No, I know
we-
FPL sucks. It's
Yeah.
just
What
at
do the
this point.
masses say? What do we see on
No,
these?
What are
they're
you
just
crying about?
disregarding.
Yeah.
They're saying you're cursing a lot. That's all.
Yeah,
You've
I
been
never
around
said the
Danny.
F word.
You've been around Danny
Yeah,
Surfer
Danny
too much.
Surfer too much. All right. Back to Even Keel Fish Shack. It is National Oyster Day.
Yes.
And
No, they're slammed.
Brad couldn't make it today. He had something suddenly come up, and but there are basically the staff here is filling the bill of all the oyster needs. And later this week, this is the
Are we
exciting
grabbing
part.
some oysters, though?
You're going to be in Las Vegas. You're
Maybe
going to be
that Thursday.
missing the hit midsummer event of the summer. That's going to be this Saturday, and it is called Pearl Jam by the Sea. And Pearl Jam's not going to be here, but we are going to have a band with great live music. We're also going to have celebrating the oyster. And again, in conjunction with National Oyster Day, we'll just
Today.
make it National Oyster Week this
Mhm.
Saturday. And there are literally only less than 2 handfuls of tickets left. I can
I
count
thought
them.
you sold them all yesterday.
No, we didn't sell them yet.
By the way, Juan's home run, man.
That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
You enjoyed your Mapo
Oh,
tofu?
my God. Send me home with that. I just finished it this morning.
Good stuff.
He really did a great job.
Yeah, he does a
'Cause
good job.
I will say this. This is kind of interesting. I don't know if you found it to be the same, but it does seem like there's less sodium in Alex's stuff.
Yeah,
is,
no,
is that true, or is that
He's
just my
mindful because
imagination?
he also has a clientele that
Because
might
it doesn't overdose everything.
No, he's
No,
not
yeah.
big on
Yeah,
overdoing soy
be.
sauce.
Juan's has flavor,
Mhm.
Yeah, very
but
flavorful.
without overpowering
Right.
you
Yep.
with either salt or
Everything
soy
doesn't
sauce
taste the same.
or the
Yeah,
MSG.
yeah,
He
yeah.
uses all of these
No,
ingredients,
nice
but
job.
like a well-trained chef,
He doesn't overdo it.
he knows about balance.
Did a
So
great job on
We
everything.
love Juan's, and
He was
these
great.
guys here, Brad and Dave, who
Same
will be
thing.
here Saturday, serving up great, oysters on the half shell, unlimited sparkling wine. We're also going to have a pan of paella. We're also going to have as a
Now, is that going to
supplement.
come together like that fried rice did with you yesterday? Or
Yeah, that's it.
you're going to make it?
I might be making it.
Mayo's not
except
making it.
It's
no.
similar. It's similar. We
It
saw it
is,
happen
but
at
Mayo's
Movie's
not
I'll
house.
be
making
using
it.
a canoe
We
paddle.
did see them making it.
Brad,
Mayo's
Dave,
not
and
making
I
it.
on Friday
How
night.
big is this pan going to be? I mean, it's
Joe,
gonna
I'm
have
picking
to
it up
be
from Joey.
He's
It's
picking it up
Seville
today.
after
rather
the show.
colossal, man.
It
From
says it's a pan that fits 80 servings of paella.
Oh,
and
nice.
since we have
80
100
servings?
yeah, and we have 100 people on board along with
Oh,
oysters
Yeah.
and
well,
we're
you
also
better
gonna
get here early if you have tickets.
Yeah.
have caviar supplement.
Yeah.
And again,
On
80
paella?
servings in one pan. We're gonna have
Oh, you're gonna
other
make 'em more
stuff
than once?
pre-batch,
Okay, yeah.
so we'll have refills. So
Now, what's
whether
going to
it's-
go in this paella? Just seafood, sausage, chicken? What's going
That-
to
yeah,
be included? The whole
seeing
thing?
that this is a seafood restaurant, I'm gonna leave it to Brad and Dave.
Oh,
but
they're going
I-
to make it. Okay.
Yeah,
they're
Brad and
making
Dave are
it.
doing it.
I imagine it's going to contain some, seafood items.
What do
Might
you
be a
like in
little
it?
fish.
What do you like in paella?
I like kind of a mixed bag. I need sausage and chicken in it.
Chicken. I was gonna say, I like
I
sausage.
like sausage in there.
Sausage
yeah,
infuses
really good.
shrimp.
the rice with a lot of flavor.
Chorizo, whatever they call it. Yeah,
Chorizo
yeah.
sausage,
Yeah, yeah,
yes. Chorizo, some chicken, some nice cubes of either white or dark
Got to
meat
have
chicken.
shrimp, calamari.
Down
Some
with
course.
shrimp.
yeah.
I say hold the calamari.
I could live without the
I'd be
calamari
fine
too.
with
You're right.
calamari.
Yeah.
I like shrimp and maybe some fresh cubes of local fish.
Regular
Oh,
fish.
that'd be
yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
So
So
nice.
some
fish,
Couple of chunks.
shrimp, chicken, and chorizo sausage is my
And anything
dream
else?
paella. If you really want to go old school
You don't
Spanish
throw in, like,
style,
some
The
Or
rabbit.
is that
rabbit.
roast
Yeah, I've
beef?
never had it. It was funny. I
Rabbit.
was there and I
Wow,
didn't
rabbit.
have it with the rabbit.
Did you ever eat rabbit?
No, I
I've had it.
I haven't
rabbit.
had it. I was
La
open to
pan,
having it.
they
We never
call
had.
it. La pan.
It's and you know what? He has a conejo, I think they call it. Is that a dirty word?
I don't know.
No, there's
That's
at
Spanish for rabbit.
Conejo is
Seville.
a dirty word.
Oh, he does
Joey
rabbit.
has
Oh,
rabbit,
he does rabbit.
on
Yeah,
the
he does,
menu
yeah.
on
Good
the
for
white
him.
I
chalkboard.
saw a bunny hopping through the restaurant there, and I said, "Is that the
In-
6?" And we all bet on it. I'd like to see
In
if we could get to the
Spain,
door before it
yeah.
got caught.
In Spain, rabbit is a delicacy. So Joey has
Yes.
it at Cafe Seville, our friend. But I don't know if they're going to be putting any silly rabbit. In,
No,
in
I
the-
would
in-
imagine the rabbit
I would
is
say no.
86.
No, but so again, paella is included with your GA ticket, and then caviar supplement available as a supplemental fee. You can either do caviar bumps with a specialty cocktail.
That's weird to me.
Oh, or just a tin of caviar. You could buy a whole tin of caviar from the caviar concession stand that
Now,
we're
are
going to have
you
here.
inclined to do? Oh, you're a big caviar guy.
No,
Yeah, big caviar.
Val loves bubbly.
Yeah.
Val loves caviar. Val loves oysters.
Yeah.
So we're going to be living it up this Saturday, and you can too. Go online to. It is oysterpearljam.eventbrite.com. I finally got it just
Nailed
when
it.
this
Now, you're
only
going
I
to keep
keep sold
sending
out.
Lubie up there to get more for your table? I mean, that was.
I did that
I
last
thought
time
it
for
was a
my
little
wife.
cold last time. He was like your runner, your
I did
personal
that for my
runner.
wife last time.
Should have had
We'll
like
see.
a little fez on his head
See
and
what-
going back
She
and
can't
forth.
have as much. I'll be less busy this time.
literally only like
She can't
less,
have oysters
less
or
than
caviar,
10
so.
tickets remain. Okay,
Which
it's
is
going to
great.
be a sellout. We're capping it at 100 because just like everything
wanna be
that
too
100 people is a lot of people there.
that
Yeah, yeah.
Phil and Kate from Visit
Yeah.
Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival, they are part running the show here along with we're co-hosting it along with Even Keel, and a portion of the proceeds goes to the Joe DiMaggio Children's
Yeah, it's so
Hospital.
funny. Shirley came up to me last week or 2 weeks ago because she has a friend that's a food influencer or whatever, and she's like, "Have you heard of the Pearl Jam, the oyster event?" Or I'm like, "Babe, that's our event."
That's our event. We're running. We're co-hosting.
It's like, "What do you
it.
mean?" I'm like, "You were there last year.
Oh,
It's-
Santos, thank you.
It's our event."
Like it's hot.
Like,
He's got your bang bang
she,
shrimp.
she was super excited, even without me even promoting it to her. So that shows you the word that's gotten out about this thing
Now
and
you're
how
talking.
excited
Now
people
you're
are.
talking, mailman.
Yeah, no. So it's funny that it, and you know what? Last year, first year event, we did give away some comp tickets to influencers.
Mhm.
But this year, we actually have sold and influencers. Sorry, you know, we love you.
No, I think her friend bought tickets,
yeah, that's
and I was
what
like,
we
"Oh, you
want.
should have told her the promo code." She could have had
Oh, right. And I'm
$10
sorry,
off.
I'm late mentioning it now. And you know, even Val got tripped out. She forgot to hit apply before she bought some extra tickets for her friends on Sunday night, which brought us down to just having 8 tickets left. But if you use that Lunchbox promo code, when you go on, put in the promo code Lunchbox and hit the apply box
apply.
before you buy your tickets, and it's going to end up being $10 less. So $65 instead of $75. When
Nice.
you add on the Eventbrite fees, comes out to about $75 with the promo code.
Yeah, it's great.
85 without the promo code. So use that Lunchbox promo code and sell us out beforehand. It's going to be a great time. Music, food, fun, friends. Defo will be in Vegas.
Will you be turning people away though if they come?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, they did last year.
this is what's known as the FOMO effect. People will be coming up and saying, "What's going
Remember
on?"
last
here?"
year there
And
was a
we'll say,
lot of on the spot people
"Oh,
trying to get
this
in.
is a ticketed event. However, you can come hang out and get oysters after we're done at 3 p.m. and try the great food here at Even Keel, or buy it for next year." You know, it's FOMO. You know, we
Yep.
we cap things.
What are the hours again?
12
So
to
the
3.
VIPs get in at
12 to
12. The GAs get in at 1 p.m. like a lot of food festivals.
Yeah, yeah.
There will be plenty of oysters. I think 2,500 Malpec oysters from
2,500 oysters.
yeah. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do
no.
the math. That's
I mean,
25 per
2.5
person.
at least.
It's
25 a person.
20.
25 per person.
Let me
25
test your math
100.
skills again.
It's
Yeah.
25
100
per person,
people.
100 people.
2,500
Oh, 25 a person.
Yeah, 25 a
which
person.
is more than I would eat.
track math.
And again, this where we're
More
going to
than
have
2 dozen
paella, we're
per
going to have
person.
caviar, we're going to have the whole thing. It's
Now
gonna
there are
be a
some
blast.
people. I don't want to name names, but relatives of Val.
Well, because there was
Law,
no limit, there was
that-
nothing.
that will
And
try
Brad
to
was
have-
trucking like
Yourself
a
in trouble.
madman.
They try to have the Joey Chestnut effect, like, oh,
Oh,
can
they
I
ate 'em
eat
all, yeah.
72?
He had like
The
50
thing is,
something.
hopefully it balances out. Yeah, we
Hopefully
say
they don't have the gout. I mean.
it's unlimited while
Exactly.
supplies last, but
Yes,
there's going to be
yes.
plenty of food. People are
Yeah.
going to have a great time. And I'm glad that Eddie Vedder, we have not gotten any
No.
cease and desist letters. And I would just, you know, if they do come calling and say, why, you can't call it Pearl Jam by the Sea, and I would call it, well,
Why not?
Pearl Jammin' by the Sea,
Yeah, I mean,
because
just
there are
change
pearls
it.
and
That's all you have
oysters,
to
and
do.
we're going to be jamming.
Yep.
with all kinds of good
Live
stuff
band,
and
the whole
music.
thing.
It sounds like you got Pearl Jam playing here. I guess I could see the imposition
Yeah,
on
we're
their
not saying that.
trademarks
Well, you
and
and
infringements
Sony-
of
touching
rights.
that. We're
Let's
not-
start
Yeah.
launching.
Can I disassociate myself?
You're going to be in Vegas, and we're going to have a discussion after our first break about the etiquette of placing roulette bets for people. Because I heard this on the morning show.
Yeah, I mean, it's an ethical thing. The last thing you want is to be cast under a dark cloud from the gods of gambling before you even get on the plane to go out there, where they know you're going to screw your friend.
Let's talk about this after these
do a break.
words. But first, let's do. Today is Tuesday.
It is.
Besides being Oyster Day and you're getting your $2 oysters all day here, it's also half-price wine night at Tropical Acres.
It
And
is.
you know how
Nice.
much I love Tropical Acres.
Yep.
Talk about a daily double. Come here for a little happy hour, get some oysters and some drinks here, and then go over to Tropical
Acres,
Acres,
yeah.
2500 Griffin Road, and get yourself some nice prime rib or a twin lobster special for $39 with salad inside and a great half-price bottle of wine. And you'll be in great shape because we love Tropical Acres. They're open every day but Sunday, and they are the home of value. And Jack Studiali and his crew are just class all the way.
Yeah.
Go into Tropical Acres and tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, let's take the break. We'll come back and we'll talk about the gambling etiquette of what to do if somebody gives you a $20 bill and says, "Hey, can you put a couple of roulette spins?" out there
Yeah,
for
I
me?"
mean, the roulette one is a tough one because
not
it's
tough.
not commonplace. I mean, I don't even know if I would be playing any roulette.
We'll talk about this
Yeah.
after these words on the Lunchbox.
When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial. Serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, Even Keel Fish Shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and daily fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have daily happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Looking for a real New York slice? Check out Peter's Pizzeria, your neighborhood pizza shop. With 2 locations, 1166 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach and 897 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca Raton. Slices, whole pies, specialty pizzas, heroes, rice balls, salads, pastas, and Mama's homemade desserts. It's New York flavor, Florida made. Originally from Long Island, Peter brings passion and pride to his pizzas. No matter where you're from, you'll feel right at home. Open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner with delivery and takeout. Place your order today at mypeters.com. When people ask me about the best restaurants in South Florida, Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining, top-flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef-founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended. For a special occasion or any occasion, Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street.
Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays, including their new burrilla tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox, and we're going to get into the degenerate portion of the show now. Please bear with us.
Before we do that, we do have to say, and it always comes up about the fish and chips.
Best in town.
Lubie, and
They're
this is
just
not a
great.
shill job. I believe these to be the best I've had anywhere.
Well, it's just
Here
the
in
way
even
the
Gilbert
fish.
Shed. Yeah, the way they do it is just great.
The fish isn't an afterthought. Because a lot of time in fish and chips, it's the batter, which the batter is fantastic, but the fish sort of just falls right in.
And you know, the
fish
Bang Bang,
is wonderful.
we got, okay, I don't know if they're allowed to call it Bang Bang Shrimp. I don't
Probably
know
not.
if that's
They do.
trademarked
Yeah, no, they
or
do.
they call
They
it
call
something.
it here that.
They
I
call
don't
it-
know if they're allowed to.
So,
on
I don't think it's
paraphernalia.
trademarked.
The bottom line is, I went over one of the meals I had over the weekend in upstate New York. I went to a place and my friend ordered the Bang Bang Shrimp. It was just all these little nubs of like
Yeah, I don't like
fried, like you couldn't even taste the shrimp. They were minuscule.
I
It was
don't
like
like
they
that.
used the bay shrimp. Here, look at these beautiful, like basically
It's
Oh, you
really
got the
good.
bangers?
jumbo shrimp.
Wow,
These
wow,
are like
wow.
They get them a little different than they
U20s,
normally do, but I like it.
and it's nice and crunchy, and it's got the good
shrimp's
sauce
beautiful.
on it.
It's really
And
nice.
once again, we're going counterintuitive on the Lunchbox. It's National Oyster Day. Everybody's getting their raw oysters. So what do? We get fish and chips. And
But you
Bang
can't go
Bang
wrong
Shrimp.
here. And I have to say this because I was thinking about, we have some great places that we represent. Juan's was great yesterday, like we said.
Yep.
This place is very unique in the way they approach everything, and that kind of really sets it apart. I don't think there's any place like this in the seafood business.
it is unique.
It may not be everybody's favorite, but I tell you what, they do a great job.
Are you
here.
ready for my grammar police harangue of the day, Defo?
Okay, what
On
is
me
that?
or just in
No.
general?
Well, not in general. I mean, it was.
Is this going
a
to be like
sentence.
your FP&O? Rant?
It might be. No,
you were
just said,
upset. You were
I
upset.
get upset about things sometimes until the second drink
Yeah,
kicks in, and
there
I
you
do
go.
love
There you
this.
go, man.
They make a Mai Tai here. They call it "Take Off My Tie" because it's very casual.
Yep.
And it's
Oh,
a
is it
nice
good?
rum drink that's not too sweet. Sometimes you get the
My
rum
Tai's gonna
drinks
be
that are
very
too
sweet.
sweet. But this is beautiful, and it's making me feel more relaxed. But
yeah, you got a little
all right,
tensed up there.
But
about
you know,
that.
now that I'm back in my elitist writing vein, now that I'm kind of starting to tickle the keyboard again.
I think it's good for
So
you.
there's two things. You just said it's very unique. Now, a lot of times, now people are
Oh,
starting
you're
to
just
use.
saying it should just be unique.
So the
You
words
don't need
unique,
an adjective for unique.
the
or
words
adverb.
unique and iconic. There are no qualifications. There are
Yeah,
no
yeah.
degrees of
Yeah, yeah,
uniqueness
yeah,
or
yeah.
iconicness.
Yeah,
You are either iconic
I'm not sure I agree
or
with
you're
that.
not. You're either unique or you're not. There is not most unique.
You could be like
Or
really
very
unique. Yeah. No, you don't think so?
No, I know so.
By
I'm a
definition,
I'm a grammarian.
By
I'm a
definition,
writer.
there's not.
So I'm
supposed to
talking
be.
about it from the standpoint of
It's like-
communication.
It's like Shirley. You're either pregnant or you're not. Is Shirley pregnant?
She's very pregnant.
She's
is what I would
okay.
call it.
It's very pregnant. Actually, there are degrees of
There you
pregnancy.
go.
Look,
Yes.
I agree
But-
with you in the sense of the Webster's dictionary. No, unique stands on its own, but in everyday language, people now use different degrees.
Because
of
now,
unique
for
because they're
some
stupid.
reason, the phrase "most iconic" has become a thing.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I freaking hate that. It
Yeah,
makes
I don't like
the fifth grade English teacher in me go crazy
Don't
because
let it bother you so
When
much.
you were
it's
fifth
either
grade English-
iconic or not. Tropical Acres, iconic.
Yeah,
You know where I'm going to dinner tonight?
Tropical acre.
Cafe Max.
another place
Oh,
that Diva would
iconic.
definitely call iconic.
Cafe Seville.
Iconic.
I say
Iconic.
any place that's been around more than 40 years.
Yeah,
in
for
town.
sure.
Again, iconic
Yeah.
eateries of South Florida with Andy Cagnetta.
Yeah, it's
You're
cool.
going to the
call
Max
them-
tonight?
You know,
Yeah.
we're doing that on Monday at Cafe Max. And as a preview, I just want to get in there
It's
and
been a while, right?
and it's been a while. It's been a minute, and I'm meeting our friend Kip Hunter
Yeah, Kip's great.
Epstein, and her her husband, and we're
Nice.
going to have a nice little dinner tonight at Cafe Max.
Nice.
I might get a little caviar pie. I might get a
Caviar
little bit
pie is great.
the tuna. What's their tuna dish? The
Sashimi tuna.
Sashimi.
Isn't there a
Yeah.
pie,
Tuna-
a pizza or
tuna
something?
pizza.
Yeah, tuna pizza.
And Daryl and
That's kind of a
Oliver,
standard thing now.
they've been running the show there for over 40 years, or
They
almost 40
exude
years.
class too.
Yeah, and
Oliver
they're taking
sauce is
part
great.
in
We
Dine
love
Out
Oliver.
Lauderdale too, which is another thing we're going to be talking
Yep.
a lot about Dine Out in the next few weeks.
But
And-
if all of the restaurants that you talked about, I mean, they would qualify like the criteria Michelin star
I
that
thought we would
even
take
the
it.
Michelin star people usually look at.
forget the Michelin
And we're over
stars.
Michelin.
You
No,
know,
I forgot about it a while ago,
we're
but I'm
over
saying
them.
that they could overlook all of these places. I mean, if any place kind of sort of fit the
Oh,
bill,
yeah.
it would be
Cafe
the Max.
Max.
Yeah.
Max,
Casa de Angelo.
High-end.
Angelo,
But it's
Cafe
a high-end
Seville.
chef doing a
Cafe
variety of
Seville.
things.
Are you kidding me?
Seville, I don't know. Joey's not trying
He
to
doesn't
reinvent
care
the
about
wheel.
that, but they do a great job and they make really good food. And
but
it is
In terms of
should be bit
iconic,
gourmand.
there's no most iconic. Here's some iconic places in South Florida. Joe's Stonecraft,
Yes,
iconic.
yes.
Tropical Acres, iconic. So there's no most iconic, and there's also,
No
and
most
I'm
unique,
sorry
I get
if do I get upset about the most absurd things?
Yes,
do.
absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
Sounds like
100%.
nobody cares about
But
this.
that's what makes me me. And
It
Well, it's
does.
unfortunate in some ways.
It is unfortunate.
no, why is it unfortunate?
Because it's too much dwelling on
Yeah, I
stuff
don't think
that
it
nobody really.
You
should
want
get
me to
upset
pay
about.
attention to what's going on in Washington,
No,
D.C.
don't
and
do that.
really get myself in the
Our
lather?
leader,
It's a whole
our
other
leader
story.
was
Or
Yeah,
what's
walking
yeah.
in the
going
White
on in
House.
Austin, Texas?
And
Or
I
what's
think-
going on in Tallahassee, Florida?
I like when you
No.
branch out a little bit. Yeah, no, it's good.
No, I'm done with that. I renounce news and
Oh,
all
yeah.
the insanity that's going on in the world, and I choose to get worked up about truly
Nonsense.
insignificant matters.
No, you
And
managed
you
to
know
do that.
why?
Yeah,
Because
You're really
it's
good
just-
at it.
Let me
power
take a
outage. Geez, a brief power outage in Florida. We've never heard of it.
brief 7 hours on
that's
the
a
hottest
long
freaking
ass-
day of the year.
It's brief, yeah,
Unannounced.
When's it going to happen? On
They
a perfect day?
They could have sent it
Yeah,
out.
exactly. That's the thing. It would only
It's
happen
not
on
like
the
it was
hot
because of an overload and it was some kind of breaker or transformer
drone,
blew
yeah.
up. It's a planned thing so that some billionaire could get like a hot tub installed. Fuck.
That's weird. I don't know why they were shut down their
All right,
power. But
yeah,
anyways,
all
move
right,
on.
all right.
Back to the.
I want to
Okay.
get back to the degeneracy talk. Is what
The
we're
fish
Yeah,
and
what
chips.
happened? Yeah, what happened?
Let me get in my critic mode. Fish and chips here are outstanding. If you are looking for fish and chips, again, it's a beer battered. They use fresh fish
Yep.
right from the sea.
Yeah.
They have their private fleet of commercial fishers.
I saw the guy coming in.
They got-
Yep.
they
He still
use
had it on the rod.
Actually, and you can
Yeah.
tell the difference. I mean,
You-
we've
you
been to
can.
places
Yeah, and we like
and
it.
they have good fish and chips, but you can tell it's a frozen product.
It's
It's straight
different.
out
It's
of the
just-
Well, and
It's just
sometimes the batter's too heavy. And
the
people are
batter.
enamored by, like with conch fritters, they're enamored by a really heavy batter.
Yeah,
And that's really all you're eating.
it's better.
And you're Mr. Crunch, so you might favor that. But,
But he's not a fan.
It's
but
the
the,
balance.
it's the blending of the flavors. It's
Yep.
much like we talk
All
about with the
about the
Spada's
balance.
hoagies, where it all
Yep.
just kind of blends together.
Yep.
And
These
it's
guys here, they are really, fine dining trained
Yeah.
chefs that have, basically imparted their talents to a very laid back, beachy vibe.
Well, they've
place.
embraced the South Florida mentality as well as anyone, because I know it pisses people off when you go for a nice meal and you see people in sandals. And it confuses me because I grew up, you go to a nice meal, you wear a nice outfit. But I have grown to learn that is our culture here in South
And
Florida.
here they wear bathing suits and towels.
They
A
own it.
woman
You can
just
have literally
walk in.
high-class, well-trained chefs with very creative, elevated dishes, and you can wear sandals and
No,
shorts
great,
eating
man.
it, which
Yeah.
is really freaking cool.
It's great. It fits the atmosphere and the environment, which I love. I think
Minimum.
that's a big thing for restaurants, that you do take into consideration atmosphere. What are you trying to do? Does
Yep.
it make sense with the surroundings? And this place makes perfect sense, especially if you're into good food.
It's a
So
very unusual find, by some beach somewhere. I mean, you don't usually get something like this.
now it's funny you say that
Yeah.
because you can say very unusual, but unique. It's either unique.
Well,
or-
what is interesting is
he's
that-
rolling his eyes.
Yeah,
Like,
because
Well,
you're
no,
a
really
psychotic-
unique. I mean, there are different elements,
people
like
do
degrees
it. I
of
don't know
unique.
what you- But that's the thing, is a lot of the time we've talked about this with Wild Times, where sometimes just a locale is enough for people, right? Like they'll eat whatever, they'll pay whatever to be by the beach.
Yeah.
I've always appreciated that you don't have to do that here. You get to have
can't-
really good food at a really good price and be right by the
Look,
beach.
you cannot see the ocean from here, but you could smell it. I mean,
No.
you get that sea
Well, if you sit
air
here, you can
blowing
see the
in.
ocean.
Yeah, actually, if you sit on they have outdoor tables,
Yep.
and you can look to your right down the east, and you see the half pier. Are
tell
they
you
ever
what,
going to
man.
rebuild that pier?
I was here Sunday afternoon. The whole area was cranking.
Yeah, this Lauderdale.
Oh, this
by the
area is
sea.
It's really
great.
an unbelievable
This area
spot.
is great.
A1A Commercial
To
Boulevard.
be also
right on the
sort of
corners.
attached to a major city is very
Yeah,
unusual.
I love the fact that the Lunchbox has this corner locked up.
Yeah,
We've
we
got
sort of
Taco
do.
Craft
Taco
across
Craft.
the street, and it's a Taco Tuesday there today. So, talk about bang
I think
bang.
you even have a deal with that gas station over there. You stop at nothing, man. It's good.
You've
But
got
they're charging $4.99 a gallon. Does anybody ever buy gas there? I mean, you would have to be
No.
absolutely on empty.
now
to
that I
stop
don't
in there,
know
no?
about.
They're
But,
probably out of gas.
but you could get like a taco for practically was
Yeah.
it $5
Yes,
now? Or
$5 on today.
Taco Tuesday,
All
your
day.
$8 house margarita here. They've got the $2 oyster. The bang bang in Louis C.K. parlance is when you have a full meal and then go directly
another
to
meal.
another restaurant for another full meal.
You used
I
to
say-
do that all the time.
I did.
You
and
and
you
Dick
could
Steen.
see it.
What
Yeah.
happened to Dickstein?
Dickstein. Yeah. Well,
Is he still doing it?
let me just 2 words. Greenlight Ventures stock. Same thing. So,
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
all right.
I mean,
so,
it may be of some value someday.
We cross our
Same
fingers
thing
right
with the
now.
best of Ventures stock.
But
Um,
actually sucks.
So now, you go right from here across the street, bang, bang. Oysters to tacos, back across the street, going margaritas to the Mai Tais.
Yep.
You're just going to have a rocking good time. And, of course, there's a lot of good other places around here. But, I'm partial to our sponsors because
This
they're
goes.
Lunchbox
I mean, it
approved.
goes good with the whole atmosphere and everything.
Yep.
Like I said, and then if you're looking for like sort of a lighter lunch, but still extremely satisfying at a reasonable price, this place is great. Man.
And that leads me to they're doing a summer lunch special. A lot of places are doing it now. But you get a piece of fresh fish,
Nice fish.
grilled fish with rice for $13. And all you have to do is walk into any seafood
good.
market these days.
I was literally at McDonald's today, like in the morning, just stopping to get something. 'Cause I had to get some pool supplies, and I was like, let me just grab something, whatever. Because when Shirley's working in the morning, it's hard for me to start cooking stuff in the kitchen. So I was like, let me stop at McDonald's, and I started looking at the menu, and I'm like, so a quarter pounder meal is $11? Like,
Yeah, no.
why would I like? And then I thought about here. I'm like, so their lunch is like 13, and they're getting like they've had mahi on it, they've had tuna, they've had really high level, nice pieces of fish with nice rice
Oh yeah, I mean,
made here.
when you can get
And
a
it's way
fillet of
better
fish
for it.
sandwich there, or
It's just
the fresh
crazy how
fish
you
here,
don't-
it's a no-brainer.
It's just crazy to
the
me.
kids say. All right, back to the degeneracy. You're going to Vegas this
Yeah.
weekend. How
Yes.
excited are you? Because I did my Saratoga trip, and even though let's say wasn't the best for my financial
You
well-being,
can't always go by the gambling.
Yeah,
it
you can't
was
count on that.
so much fun and just so relaxing to be in that.
And it's a different
environment.
atmosphere.
But you said your conundrum, like somebody handed you
Oh,
money
I'm
and
playing
wanted you to
tennis
play.
last night, the Alzheimer's Cup with Dr. Jerry.
Yep.
Okay, so I mean, it all depends on how you pick your opponents. I've been telling Lubie this forever. The guy's blind and crippled, so I was able to get a win. So as I'm leaving, he's going to his wallet, and I'm thinking, you don't have to pay me to, to
your
carry
ass.
you like I tanked the last game, so he would leave a winner. And so he says, hey, I want you to bet two numbers for me when you get to Vegas on the roulette wheel. 4 and 23, I believe, was two numbers. And he
Okay.
gives me the $20, so he's
Yeah.
paid in advance.
10.
Now, what are the chances that he hits that? Probably zero. So
1 in 38,
first
right? Or how many?
37 numbers on the wheel. So and you get
Zeros.
35 to 1.
Wait, isn't there a 0 and a double 0 and a 1 to 36?
38, you're right.
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
So and you're getting 35 to 1.
Yeah.
All right. So you're getting robbed a little bit. You can tell just
Yeah,
by
yeah,
that.
just
The
there,
odds
yeah.
are 38
The house
to 1.
has to have its
Yeah, the guy has
advantage. Yes.
Okay, reasonable advantage though. All right, so he has a chance. 10 and 10, it would be back 350 coming back.
Right.
But how do you determine which spin if you were playing
First
roulette?
one.
So you're
And
going to
it's-
say
it's
first
even
one. That
before-
would be the noble way to do it.
Well, just so it's
even
done.
before, and I know this from experience.
But
So
do I want to make his losing bet as my first bet when I get off the plane?
yes,
Yeah.
because then
Don't I want to
just
play
be
some
done with
horses first or
No.
something?
No,
That would be the way to
I mean,
go.
you don't
think.
have
I
to
think
do it,
it's
obviously,
very
but-
simple because
I
you
don't want to
still
be jinxed by him.
you have this money in your pocket. The last thing you want to do is like use it on your own degeneracy
No, that's
without
not the
ever
last
betting
thing
it.
you want to do.
That would be one
Where
of the
did you get
first
that
things
from?
degenerates would want to do.
Listen,
Just
in
say he
general, you
lost
don't
and
want to
use
you
his
don't want to
money.
take anybody's action, and you don't want to be somebody that's asking somebody to bet for you.
So
I mean, our basic principle is you go to the track, bring your own money.
I've done this for people before,
And have you hit or no?
Last time, not with their money. No, they ended up losing, but I felt good. I took a
Because
picture
you then won on
of
the
the
next
money
roll on their
and
money.
the chips going
you
down,
did?
and then what the roll.
But how would
comes
they
up.
know that you didn't already
Well,
cash
that's
it
why
and
he's
white
doing it.
yourself?
I'm an Eagle Scout. They have to have some degree of trust, and
Right.
if they don't, they shouldn't give me the
Yeah, they
$20
shouldn't
to
give me the
begin
money.
The problem
But-
isn't so much with the other guy trusting you is that do you want to get in the bad favor of the gods of gambling
Right.
and hit with this guy's money and then keep it and tell him
keep keep it.
loves.
You put it in a different
That's
pocket.
the move. That's the move. Is to hit with
So-
the money
so here's-
and then
Tell
say
me,
you
tell me
lost.
people wouldn't do that.
So, all right, here's my story. Val and her son
I love
went to
that.
Vegas for a trade show, or it was like some sort of training session related to their business. Before they went, I didn't give the money to Val, but I handed her son $20, and I said, "Do me a favor. Every time somebody goes to Vegas, 17 is my number.
All right.
It's my lucky number. It's my birthday. It's my daughter's birthday.
A lot
It's
of
gonna
people
be
like
the
that
little
number.
Lubie,
Yeah.
Luca Lubie's
17
birthday.
black.
17 black. I said put 10 on 17 black and put 10 on the four corner. You know what? I didn't even get that involved with him. I
Yeah,
think I
come
just
on, man.
I
You
gave
got
him
a
20.
nine-year-old
I
you're
gave
giving
him
his money to?
$10. I gave him $10 and
Put on
said put it
17.
on 17.
Okay.
He goes there. They go to a roulette wheel and he puts it down on the first spin. Lo and behold, it hits.
It hits.
Oh, it actually hit. And
Yeah.
he told you it hit.
Don't tell me.
He told me it hit. Val said your
He
number
told you it
came
hit?
in.
Oh, wow, wow.
Oh, Bowser.
It was
Okay, Val's gonna
documented.
look out
It
for
was
you.
And you had a
documented by
witness.
Val. Never saw the money.
Oh, you never saw the money.
So he
Wow,
Oh,
he
that's
kept the
classic.
money. I see. I
That's
couldn't.
actually
I
worse.
couldn't keep the guy's money if he hit on the designated spin.
Why don't you
I-
tell him
I
it hit?
could say
You
that I
can't tell
said,
him it
"Hey,
hit and
that's
then not pay.
great. Go enjoy yourself. Get some cocktails. Have But no,
Maybe you
like,
split it with him, whatever. That's possible.
but I and I haven't followed up.
You're not
You know,
gonna-
I
what are
wasn't
you
going to
gonna
say where's my 350.
But at least
What
give
do
me.
you-
Oh, it would have been 350.
Yeah, that's a
350,
nice
10.
move.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a nice
350.
move.
So even if you let him keep 175, you should
Yeah,
at
at
least
least
give me
half.
that.
I
yeah.
think the proper thing to do 20%. Travel
For doing
brokers
it.
fee.
Yeah.
No. If he wants to
Well,
split,
not a
it,
percentage,
fine.
but if he wants to take,
He should
50
give you all
bucks,
of the
it's-
money.
It's found
You made
money.
the bet.
It's found money. But the thing is, you do it on the first spin, and then you're done with it.
Right,
and then
right.
The
That's what I'm
karma,
gonna do. Yeah.
The karma is good.
I don't
'Cause you
want to jinx my trip because I'm going to be out there for 4 straight days
Or you can.
plunging.
Oh, it has to be roulette.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you could
Or
do
you
it.
could book his action.
Well, I thought about booking it right away because I don't think he's going to win. I really don't. I would
the
give him like.
odds are not in his favor. But
Well, he's got like 19-1 against.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, but
All right.
I'm going to have to do it your way.
Do you like? I happen to love.
I
roulette.
love roulette, and I discovered it by accident with the guy I'm meeting out there. Because and I told the story many times where we were checking out of a hotel and he didn't realize that every time he made a phone call from the room, it was going to cost him $28.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, geez.
So he had his kids in L.A. and he was out there visiting
Every
me.
call?
We were covering a fight, the Mighty Melendez.
Holy crap.
So all of a sudden, we check out and he has a phone bill for $576.
Oh, no.
We don't have the money.
Nah, yeah,
All right, so I said, "Look, how much you got?" He says, "I got nothing." I said, "Well, I got about 240." So we go to the roulette wheel. I'd never even really played. You just
You got out.
last spin after hanging in there for a little while. We put a pyramid on 23 red, Michael Jordan,
Oh, Jesus.
and we literally were covering our eyes because this was it. We were either not going to be able to pay the bill and leave with no money, or we were going to make a score. And I couldn't believe it. 23 red had popped in there, and we walked away with a few times apiece.
Oh, my
That's
God.
good. What happens if you don't hit there? Did they throw? Is there like an alligator Alcatraz in the desert out there? Or is they have like
They
a
just,
Gila monster
Yeah, I don't know what
Alcatraz?
They just arrested that guy from the NBA, not Barnes.
Oh, Morris.
Smart, Marcus Smart.
Marcus
Sr.
Smart, yeah.
Yeah, because he had a marker.
No, Morris.
Marcus
Morris twin,
Morris,
the twin, yeah.
He had a marker in Vegas, and he goes to the airport, and it raised a red flag when he went through the TSA, and they took him right off the track.
It was for like 70
And-
grand or something. It was like for a nice.
Yeah, but it was an
number.
NBA player. I mean, a guy
He
probably
has it. Yeah, no, Morris has it. Yeah.
Hey, we got to take our second break.
Let's do
Before we do, I want to hear from you because, like, going to Vegas before casinos and racinos proliferated everywhere, it used to be a real
It's a big deal. Yeah.
It was like you'd
That's all
have
that you could do
pent
it.
up energy as a gambler. What are your like 3 top, gaming activities in Vegas?
Vegas?
Yeah.
Number 1 would be simulcast horse racing.
Okay.
Number
He
2
likes
would be
racing.
simulcast horse racing. And if I make any money there, I don't mind throwing some craps or
Oh,
betting
really
some
not
sports.
sports betting? Okay.
I'm not a huge sports bettor. I mean, that's sort of been an illusion over the years. I like it. It's fun. It's great to analyze. But am I throwing $300 a game or $1,000 a game on games? No.
I think Sarni would like this topic. The fact that I'm asking you like a top 3 list or something.
Well, I mean, look, if you're a horse guy, it's your own opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing against obviously
and free
odds
drinks
that are
all day if you sit
Do
at
they
the
still
book.
do the
pretty
free
much,
drinks?
and even the next day. So you can get a coupon that's good for the next day.
And
so,
free
Nice.
forms.
Sometimes, not always.
You got to have a high level of
you got to
activity.
grease the tellers. And I always tip the
They've
tellers
given
there.
me free forms before.
There you go.
Many times, it's not always a given though. But they usually will take care of
What
it.
I do is I do a $200 across the board wager, Then they give me a free form, and
And
then
then you
I
cancel
cancel the
it. Yeah,
ticket.
yeah, yeah.
Is that a move? That's a classic.
You've
They,
never
they
done
started.
that,
I mean, in
guess.
Atlantic City, they started having qualifiers. Like you had to bet a certain amount of money to get a drink ticket and all this other garbage.
That's so
But,
stupid.
Vegas, I'm pretty sure they still come around and just.
They're
take
still
care of it.
very
Yeah,
loose
yeah.
and liberal with
Yeah.
their drink policy
Yeah,
there, which
well,
is
they
good.
want you to drink.
Luby, have you been to Vegas? Do you have
Don't
a top
gamble.
3 in terms of gambling activities?
I like the sports book. I went to the Mirage. They used to have a nice sports book, so I spent time with Ken there when we went for the Deep Wedding a few years ago, and I enjoyed that. And otherwise, I just don't really gamble. I just see the money go. Whenever I've sat down at a slot machine, I put $20.
I
in, and before I
evaporation,
realize
yeah,
what's
yeah.
going
I
on,
hate
it's gone.
slots.
Like
Some people
I'm like,
are
I didn't even
lucky.
hit anything, and then I
I don't
did
hit
blackjack one
I've
time, and I swore I won,
Never
and
had.
they just took my money,
I've never
and I
had
didn't
luck.
win.
All right. All right, and for me, I'm going to do top 5 because I am a high level
Yeah, you love the
PhD
degeneracy.
degenerate.
Well, he does all the
So
games.
when I went to Vegas back in
Poker,
the past,
yeah.
I love sports book, and that includes horse racing and
Right, right.
occasionally
the games,
start
yeah,
playing
it's fun.
some games.
It's fun when there's a
Just
big game
sitting
going on.
in a
It's a lot of
sports
action.
book where
That'd be
you've got
number
the
one.
horses and sports.
No, it's a lot of fun.
That's number 1. Number 2 is poker.
Poker, you
Particularly
love,
when I
yeah.
find a table
I'm
full
not
of
a
country
player, so-
bumpkins
Full of idiots,
and
yeah.
no pros.
Yeah.
Got to go to certain casinos, certain
Yeah, but
levels
then
of the game.
like all of a sudden Phil Ivey sits down.
Then you get up.
And you
That's
get
the
up.
beauty of cash
You don't
game
even think
poker.
twice about
And
it.
he's got the carcass of Doyle
You can-
Brunson
you-
with him. Yeah.
So poker number 2. Number 3 is blackjack. Number 4 is roulette because it's great and it's mindless.
I do like craps.
and sometimes you just get lucky and hit.
Yeah.
And number 5, occasionally when I get really drunk at the end of the day and like I still have money in my pocket, I like sitting down at something that I have no idea what I'm doing, and that's usually baccarat.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, backgammon. I like
Yeah.
video poker.
Okay.
I do like that. Depends where you are because the machines here have been calibrated to the point where you can't win anymore
But
in town here. But in
So-
Vegas, I've had good
so it's
success
either
with it.
Pai Gow poker or baccarat, where you have a lot of crazy rich Asians, and
Yes.
they're all getting
Crazy
very
game, too. Speaking of rich Asians, I don't know if they even play this, but Video Keno, actually, I've had good success there. And they give you the actual payoffs in the machines there as opposed to, like, if you go and you play the game here, you're supposed to get, like,
Keno's
get
like
like
the lottery.
eight-
You're just watching
875.
balls.
Well,
being
you
thrown.
know, you play like 5 numbers, and if they come in, you get like $8.50 or something for a
Well, that's
dollar and a
something-
quarter play.
That's a bar activity. We're just sitting at the bar having a
Never
drink.
play
and
at
then
the
just-
bar. Never play at the bar.
Really?
Never at the
No,
bar.
that's the worst. Out of
Is that a
bar. You're not
superstition?
winning.
I
or-
believe the machines
not
are
gonna win
calibrated
at a
there,
bar.
so you cannot win.
You're not
Interesting.
winning.
I don't know anybody that's ever
Interesting.
hit at a bar. You ever hear anybody scream? Yeah,
No, never. You
never. They're
win.
just with that casino face, sour.
All right, continue with gambling traditions. $50 bills. Are they unlucky? Do you?
Polyman believes so, so I say yes.
Yeah, I never. If somebody tries to hand me a 50, I just run
I'll
away
read
the
you
other
out.
direction. I say, give me 20s or 10s.
I take it if I'm borrowing it, but if I'm not, then it's like forget
at a
about it.
casino. I'd rather only get 2 20s than 150. How sick
I
is
know,
that?
that's weird.
That's sick. Yeah.
That's sick.
insane.
You
Yeah,
want the
that's
other
weird.
10.
All right.
I want the $10.
We got to take our second of
Let's
3
do it.
breaks
Let's
before
do
we
it.
do Casa D'Angelo. Somebody was on the Let's Eat South Florida Facebook group this morning. 210,000 members
Nice.
now.
210,
And,
wow.
Yeah, 210.
That's
And
amazing.
which hopefully will be my weight
Excuse
soon too. But somebody was looking for the best, like real, true Italian. You know, places that don't
Oh,
have
wow.
fettuccine
Yeah,
Alfredo,
wow,
that
that's-
don't have chicken parmesan.
Oh, okay.
And the immediate first thing
Yeah,
I
Casa
wrote
D'Angelo.
was Casa D'Angelo, 3 locations.
They don't have a chicken parma?
I don't think they
I don't
do.
think they do.
might. You
If
know,
they had, it
Angelo,
would be good,
Angelo's
yeah.
in the yes business,
I don't
but
think they do though.
he breaks into a cold sweat.
Wouldn't be
He
number
is
one on the menu.
more
This is not what
northern
they do.
Italian. Again, beautiful, fresh. You know, fish dishes, lighter side. You know, the
Yep.
risottos and kind of the pastas with the olive oils, and not so much the heavy, southern Italian sauce. Casa D'Angelo, 3 locations: Fort Lauderdale, 1201 North Federal Highway. That's the flagship. Been around for 28 years now. Then you've got the newest outposts in Aventura and Boca Raton. Chef Ricky, go in there. They're having some wine dinners this month. Some excellent, I believe it's Chilean wine that they're going to be
nice.
featuring. They have wine dinners throughout the year. Go on to their website at casa-d-angelo.com to check out the latest events, wine dinners, and also to make your reservations for this weekend, because it is a fine time now that it's the summertime and not as crazy and crowded as during the peak season. And same great, fine Italian food service and that wine program. Unbelievable. Wine Spectator, highest honors every year for decades running. We love Angelo Ilia and Casa D'Angelo. Go there and enjoy. All right, let's take the next.
But I want to tell them the Lunchbox sent you.
Yeah, it's a classy joint, you know.
Hey, you know what? The
You don't
Lunchbox
want-
sent me in
you
here,
don't want-
Angelo.
You don't want them telling you.
You can tell them the lunchbox thing.
How are the truffles?
All right,
I like
let's
that.
take the second of 3 breaks, and then we'll come back. We'll talk a little more, and then we'll get out of here. I think we started a little bit late, so we're
We
going to
did.
end at about 3:15 when the
There you go.
meters run out.
Meters are cranking.
Meters
I mean,
are-
you know what? A siren is going off. I can see my car
The
being
meter
towed.
maids are standing by.
I
like
made sure I was
hawks.
between the lines too. I mean, I had to check that.
Lauderdale by the Sea. They are
Oh,
vigilant
my God.
when it comes to their parking.
Very
meters.
strict. Yeah.
But hey, you know, cities.
I parked here the other day when I was here on Sunday, and I didn't realize that I thought I had like time to re-up. And the app's good, even though Lubie's opposed to it, where you can just re-up where
No, it
you
works well. I just have a lot of
So-
apps.
So I saw that the thing had been expired for 4 minutes, and I was thinking, wow, this is really going to suck. Not only did I pay and I'm re-upping, but I probably caught that 4 minute gap where
oh, they didn't get you.
no,
That's
it
good.
didn't get me, man. I
That's good.
felt good. And Andy couldn't find his car.
Oh, Jesus.
He couldn't remember what parking lot he was in. So we're driving to like different lots, and you go, no, I think it's north of Commercial. You know what? It might be south. I think I pulled in on Sunrise. I'm like, Andy, there's like 1,000 parking lots here.
Andy.
try to envision where you parked.
Man, I love it. The Bang Bang shrimp that has a little avocado
Yeah, it
mash
does
in the
No,
middle.
that's a different treatment.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
They usually do it differently.
They
than
always
this,
do
but it looks
something
good.
beautiful.
Very
here.
unique.
It is very unique.
Even Keel Fish Shack. It's iconic and unique.
It's
And,
very iconic, very
and
unique.
super unique.
We'll be back with more
Just to piss me off.
after these words.
Yeah.
The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Fresh local fish, a sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Same great Thai food, beautiful new location. I'm talking about Eat Thai, now in Boca Raton at 6299 North Federal Highway. Thai cuisine is having a moment, and Chef Sopanut makes some of the best in South Florida. A hip and modern spot with authentic Thai street food and some innovative twists. The spicy oxtail soup, Thai bouillabaisse, shrimp ceviche, and classic noodle dishes will wow you. And they now offer full liquor and craft cocktails too. Open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Go to eatthaiflorida.com for more information. A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years, Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Great seafood and more at Mignonette, Miami. It's in the Edgewater neighborhood at 210 Northeast 18th Street, close to the Arch Center and Heat Arena. Mignonette is open every day for dinner, and it serves the freshest fish and raw bar items with a daily selection of the finest oysters around. Chef owner Danny Surfer and his team are eager to please, and now they have a great deal for Miami Spice through September 30th. $60 gets you a build-it-yourself 3-course meal. Choose almost any appetizer and entree and any dessert. That's every day, including weekends. Mignonette is Michelin Guide recommended and Lunchbox approved. For reservations and information, go to mignonnettemiami.com.
Back?
We're back.
That seemed like a very short break, Lubie. Was
Yes,
that a short break?
It's two different blocks, but they're shorter.
Okay, but we still have one block to go.
We have one more block to
according
go.
my
Yes, sir.
advanced mathematics.
Yes.
I was just stealing an oyster from a platter there of another customer, but that's okay because it's my brother and sister-in-law.
I was
Well,
gonna say,
where's your
Tracy-
brother, man? I thought it was.
Yeah, he was here, and they're having a great day off. They work at Gulfstream Park.
I thought I recognized him, and then I'm thinking, nah, that can't be.
No, it's them.
It's a great Burl
And
Mayo.
they're taking advantage. They ordered 30 oysters,
Wow, good for
30,
them.
wow.
only $60 worth, but now there's only
Is
29
there a-
on their
is
platter.
there a
'cause
Mayo discount?
I snagged one. I didn't even ask which one it was, but
What do
from
you
my
think it is,
advanced
Mr.
taste buds,
Oyster?
could tell that it was a Wellfleet oyster from Massachusetts.
Oh, you knew that?
Delicious.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
it was- well, I'm guessing. I was probably wrong, but how about that? It's a very impressive platter back there of 30 freshly shucked.
And you know what? Your brother looks like
Northeast.
a happy man.
Yeah.
He's
They-
happy as
Did
an
you, not,
oyster.
did you not inherit the same quality? I mean, he's happy
They're
all the
not
time.
alike
This
at
guy.
all.
I don't know where
You're
He's such-
snapping
he's like
at
a
Lubie,
genteel,
you're
very
like,
nice
you know, a little
man,
weird. You know,
and
we
that's
got
not
on you
Mike
about
Mayo.
the rant about FP&L, and you were all upset.
Mike
You know,
Mayo.
started screaming.
No,
you know.
I mean, I tend to sometimes
definitely
work
need to rechannel
myself
some
into
energy,
a
yeah.
lather,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you give me a couple of drinks, maybe half a.
I think
Gummy.
these drinks are good for you.
Gummy.
What
And-
was that again that you were drinking here?
It's a Mai Tai. It's their take on a
they
Mai Tai.
call
Take
it
off Mai Tai.
Take
Mai
off
Tai?
Mai Tai, which is a play
Oh,
on.
great.
You
It's a
know,
Mai Tai.
you don't need a suit.
That
jacket,
sounds
and
like
tie
Brad.
here.
Brad came up with that.
That's
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
very
These
Brad,
guys
yeah.
are very creative.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they're enjoying their oysters. You can too. $2 oysters all day.
All
Even
day.
Keel, A1A, Commercial Boulevard. All right, this brings me to my last topic. Talk about grouchy or smiling people. I met my daughter at the gym this morning. We met, and she pulled into the parking space, and I pulled in right next to her. Have you ever heard of something called the Gen Z stare?
What?
I don't know about that. I saw you put something up about it.
So it's become apparently a thing on both TikTok, which I thought you followed the TikTok thing a lot.
I'm on there. I've never heard
Um,
of the Gen Z stare.
The Gen Z, somebody used this phrase the other week on Let's Eat, and I was not familiar with it. But as
never
soon
heard
as
of
I looked it up, I said, oh, yeah, I've seen that before because my daughter is Gen Z. Do you know what Gen Z is? The years
I
of
mean,
birth?
Generation Z, whatever. What is
Yeah, it doesn't stand for anything, it's just Z.
2000 something?
Basically, people born between 1997 and I believe it's like 2014
Think about that.
is called Gen
crazy.
Z. My daughter
I
was
was already washed up by the time I got to 97.
I was at the
Oh,
height
yeah.
of my powers. I was a young sports writer, 31 years old, traveling around the country, enjoying life,
There you go.
single. And but
Yeah,
anyway,
I wouldn't have dropped that in right now.
well, no,
Come
but
on, man.
I'm enjoying life immensely
yeah, I was
now.
gonna say you seem
that
to
I'm
have a
attached.
nice thing going.
You just got back. I mean,
I'm
from
great. It's
vacationing
great.
by
Okay.
yourself. Yeah.
Don't
Go
be-
on. Anyways, go on.
Yeah,
Just
all right.
continue.
My daughter was born in 2005. She's
Yeah.
Gen Z.
She's Gen Z as hell.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
Apparently, the Gen
What
Z
would Lobie
stare.
be? Gen X?
The Gen Z stare is when
I'm
you
Gen X
when
millennial.
you like talk to somebody either in a way that's a little bit, let's say, animated, not necessarily agitated. You might be like just talking to them, and they just look at you blankly.
Yeah.
Here's a Gen Z stare. It's like,
Well, everybody has.
That's
that.
like
Yeah.
all day. That's like my wife.
It's like going to the bank and
and like,
asking for a
she's not even
favor. I
Gen
mean,
Z.
let's say like the waitress brings you the wrong cocktail, and you're just saying, "What are you doing? I ordered a martini, not a Bloody Mary."
And they're the
just-
Gen
and
Z
they just they're like,
waitress. Yeah.
"Are you gonna go off like this?" Like
Yeah.
it's basically they say
They wait for
nothing
you, they
until
wait
you
for you.
spin yourself
Yeah.
into the ground and you make yourself look ridiculous the more and more you talk.
Yeah.
So anyway, I pull into the spot. She was like reaching over or something, and I didn't know if she saw me, so I just like honked my horn real
Did
quickly.
you know the person?
No, it was my daughter in the
Oh,
next
oh,
car.
oh,
we
oh,
both
oh,
arrived
oh,
at the
oh.
gym the same
Okay,
time. We
okay,
coordinated.
okay.
Oh, somebody thought
And-
you were.
no, I
Hank Arizona?
honked the horn, and she just looks up at me, and she just gives me
Like,
the
what
Gen
hell?
Z stare for like 30 seconds.
Your own daughter?
And
His
yeah,
own
my own daughter.
daughter.
And I was like,
Oh,
you gave me the
yeah.
Gen Z stare. So, and there's been a lot. If you Google this,
No, it's
you'll
like
see there's
actual thing
become a
you can Google.
topic of discussion both on social media and traditional legacy media that they think it's some sort of like emotional defect being born of being on computers and phones too much.
Could be.
That
Could
you know,
be.
when they look at things, they just have this
Stare
flat
off,
expression and just
Yeah.
stare. But
I've
anyway,
had that a million times at
I
the
was gonna
track.
say it's not Gen Z.
When they took down Argentine Tango, the Gen Z stare, I mean, we were like
Gen Z
incredulous.
stare.
Yeah.
I give him the Gen X FU Al Goldstein. Like, are you
There
kidding
you
me?
go.
How
Just-
did this? I couldn't even believe it at Saratoga over the
Oh,
weekend.
that was
Did
the
you see
horse
they
that got
took
taken
down?
down. Yeah, the
What
seven
was
ball.
that? Zulu Kingdom
Yeah,
was
that-
much the best.
That was
He
terrible.
like brushed over like a half path.
Don't remind
like
me
three-
of this.
Oh, you lost on it?
it cost
I
me
wasn't
money.
involved in that race, but it was exactly
wasn't Gen
Argentine
Z
tango.
staring.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the most ridiculous
I
takedown.
wanted to go up and throw a cherry bomb
He
into
was
the
so much the
food.
best.
Yeah.
So there was no Gen Z stare. There was rampant Gen X or Boomer
adamant
cursing.
anger, exactly.
At the,
Everybody's upset about that.
man, that was unbelievable.
I mean, even if you won, you had to be upset.
It's just not right. You know what? All right, don't get me started.
But it's all about fairness and honesty
Yeah.
and integrity,
So-
which is why I have to bet these Dr. Jerry numbers
There you go.
with the very first
Yes,
roulette
it's
spin.
all about integrity with the game.
Do I call you
So-
guys to verify it
Wait.
for me?
Yeah,
and,
sure.
And record it?
No,
But
take
because
a picture.
if you take a,
Just take a
but
picture.
if you take a cell phone out in the casino, aren't they going to get upset?
Oh,
You
they
can
get
do it
weird.
very look like you're
Oh,
just
they get weird about it. I haven't been to Vegas.
at a table.
Act like
usually.
you're texting, yeah.
Yeah,
You could
people
do
use
it
their phones.
very surreptitiously. But
They don't like cameras in the casinos.
But anyway, so the Gen Z stare. After our workout, we went to a coffee shop. I bought her. She likes iced lattes.
Yeah, my
and
wife does too. I'm not a
asked
fan
me
of
about this.
cold coffee. It's weird.
No,
to me.
I actually got a cold brew because I
You
already
see,
had my hot coffee and
I
it was
don't
hot
like
as
iced coffee.
blazes. So we went to a place in downtown Lauderdale, actually near my house, called Wells Coffee Company. Really good, high quality.
You were very
brew.
happy with it.
I was very happy with it. My daughter, she gets this iced latte that had like lavender and vanilla.
Her,
Now, have you
her
ever
and my
had
wife would get along.
lavender?
Her and my wife would get along.
How about
took one
coffee
sip of
black?
this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way to go.
You know what happened? I took one sip and I gave her a Gen Z stare.
Yeah, you should. You
Yeah.
should.
I was like, really?
But you can't only get
It was
so foo-foo,
horrendous.
Mayo.
Yeah.
I mean, you understand this.
Imagine
She
like,
surely does. She'll get scents as food, and I'm like, lavender is a scent. It's
It's
not
a
something you
Wait,
should
wait a
eat.
minute. Whoa, are
It's
these guys
also
getting
what- it's-
more of this?
it's also
No,
what-
they've gotten like 30.
It's
He's not
also-
lying.
Oh, no, that's going outside.
it's also okay. Lavender is not only a scent, it's also something that when you put in the toilet bowl, the thing that makes
Yeah,
your
yeah.
toilet water turn blue.
Oh, yeah.
It's usually like a lavender. So it's
What,
like
what were
taking
those purple candies used to come in a dispenser? Do you remember those? They probably-
Pez,
No, it wasn't Pez, but it was sort of like Pez. They were like violets, they were called, I think.
but I don't think
And
that
it
was
they were lavender
lavender
in color, and they were disgusting. I
Jason
mean,
Cole
I
is
don't
here.
know why.
This
This
looks
is
like
not
Jason Cole. We're
This is
doing-
not Jason Cole.
That's not Jason Cole.
Jason Cole's a much
Yeah.
bigger gentleman.
Oh, Jason Cole.
Jason
has the
Cole bought a
biggest
bagel
head.
shop.
Yeah,
didn't
I
even know
saw
He
that.
didn't even tell us.
That's
Yeah, I love
another
that.
thing
I thought
that-
that was so cool. Oh,
Did you see my
didn't talk to him.
comment? I said, I'm coming. I'm going to go. Is it
We
ready
should.
for review?
But is it in
I'm-
Gainesville?
I'm
Isn't
not-
it in
it's
like
in
some
Gainesville.
schmanky?
Gainesville,
Yeah,
a
it's like,
bagel
I'm not
shop.
going.
And apparently it's an existing bagel shop that's
A lot of
been
Jews
around
there.
for
I mean,
2
Gainesville.
Yeah,
decades.
there's so many.
I think
I
there are two
don't-
Jews there. They're the only people that go.
Jason is a very smart guy.
No, he's a good man.
And he's the first one who tell you how smart he is.
Yes.
But he went to
That's okay.
Stanford.
Stanford. He did
Yeah.
go to Stanford. You make sure you know that.
He
No,
has-
he's done a lot of good things.
He's
Yeah,
a-
yeah.
I love Jason Cole. He's
Yeah.
classic. We had
I
him on
love
last week.
Jason.
I forgot about the bagel thing.
used
We
to
had
be
him-
a colleague. We covered the Dolphins together.
Yep.
And he was very thorough.
He
when
was
did
at
that.
the
Yes.
Orlando Sentinel.
Yeah.
Then he came to the South Florida Sun
He
Sentinel.
went to Yahoo.
Um,
He went early.
if you had a big head competition between him, Joe Rose, and O.J.
Rose.
Simpson, I
Oh,
don't know
no.
who's coconut is
Simpson's
bigger.
not even in the category. I mean,
Cole's head is huge.
Cole's head is huge. Joe
and
Rose.
Rose's head is huge.
I mean,
I
classic.
told you this, and Jason,
I
can't-
would probably give it to
because
Cole.
I
It's
love.
Cole.
I
It's
told
Cole.
you the story about
He's a
Marino.
great dude.
Marino one time at practice. Marino liked to fire passes at people he was pissed off at and media members.
Did
He
you try to catch
buzzed my ear one time. I wouldn't try to catch it. I'd lose
You're
my
gonna
hands.
hurt your hand. Yeah, there's
But,
no way you're catching that.
One time, Jason's on the sideline. I don't know what Danny was miffed about, but he just
No
looked.
doubt something
He
he
just
wrote.
looked at him. He goes, "In or out, horsehead."
Oh
Ah.
no! Oh no!
Was he going to do an in pattern or an out pattern? But he called him horsehead. That was
That would be a distinction, though. I mean,
Marino.
to
Marino
catch a
buzz
pass from
you,
Marino,
yeah.
that would be cool.
And
I mean, the most famous quarterback I ever caught a pass from was Brian Forte when he was playing for the Hooters in the Miami, whatever that was.
I know. I'd rather be
Indoor
called.
league.
I'd rather be called horsehead than the names that Shula and Marino called
Called
me.
you exactly.
It ended with head. It
Why do you
started
always
with a
have to be
T.
like that, though, man? I thought
What?
now that you're doing food, you could have an epiphany and just
Nah,
be
he's-
well liked by
he is
everybody,
who
but
he
you're
is.
constantly trying to agitate
If
people.
you're gonna be, if
I
you're
don't
gonna
get
be an honest man, it's,
He is who he is.
sometimes
It doesn't
that's it.
always mean that you have to be negative. You know.
Oh, and can I tell my favorite degenerate joke again? I know I've told it before, but with you going to Vegas and you with the conundrum about what to do with the,
I know what I have to do. I
with
mean,
the-
it's
with
just,
the
am I going to
roulette
really
money.
do it? I mean, if he wins, I'm going to need the 350 more than Dr. Jerry.
so
Do I tell him it was the next spin? Unfortunately, you lost, but I cashed on
But
your
I
numbers.
won exactly.
all right, I'm gonna tell it one more time because I love it. Guy's walking down the strip in Vegas. He just came out of a casino, reputable guy on vacation, kind of like you.
Yeah.
And he sees this guy totally disheveled, out of sorts, looks like a panhandler. Approach him. He goes, "Excuse me, sir. I'm really in a bad situation here. My wife, she's very, very sick and she needs surgery. And I'm just looking to round up some money so that I could just, get her.
Sounds like
the
a
doctor
believable
some
story.
money.
Yeah, exactly.
And the guy just looks at me and he goes, I'm sorry, but if I give you money, you're just going to go away and gamble it. And the guy pats his pocket and goes, oh, no, I got gambling money.
Good, classic. Good way to end the show.
That's a good way to end
We
it.
have a
Well, we
break.
do have one more break.
let's do
Another
it.
break. Oh
Let's
my
take,
God.
well, yeah, we're
Wow.
loaded here on the Lunchbox.
There
Let's
you
take
go.
that third and final break, and then we'll come back and wrap up this edition from Even Keel Fish Shack on National Oyster Day after these words.
Hey Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligans, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks, just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you.
All right, that's going to do it for today. Oysters all day, $2.
Yes.
National Oyster Day. Come out to Even Keel Fish Shack. Saturday, we're going to have our big oyster bash, the Pearl Jam by the Sea. Again, oysterpearljam.eventbrite.com. Lunchbox promo code for an extra $10 off. Only a handful of general admission tickets remaining. Saturday, 1 p.m. Be there. Buy your tickets today. Defo will not be there. He'll be in Vegas plunging his guts out. Have a great time.
Oh, thank you.
If I give you $10, can you put it on Black 17 for me?
I hate betting for other people. I really
Don't
do,
even
man.
try.
I'm not
Just
even
leave
going to
him
do it.
alone.
I can do it virtually.
Exactly.
I'll just send it
Leave
in.
Defo.
What are the chances of hitting?
1 in 35.
It's not gonna
38.
hit,
Oh,
but
something like that. All right,
You have to do
Lubie,
it, yes.
tomorrow we're going to be kicking off our
Ukiah.
Dine Out Lauderdale
Yes.
month. Again, Dine Out Lauderdale, all kinds of great deals all around town, including at Ukiah Japanese Smokehouse, where we're going to be. Again, new place, opened in May. I've been there like 5 times. I
Wow.
love it.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
great.
My daughter loves it. Val's been there once. She liked
Yeah,
it
it's
a
really
lot.
good. It's really good.
It is the happening place downtown Fort Lauderdale, Ukiah Japanese Smokehouse. Really talented chef Mike Lewis. That'll be tomorrow at 3 p.m., a little bit later edition. Until tomorrow, though, everybody enjoy every fish and chip, every oyster, and enjoy every sandwich.